sugar, Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all we gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your boys. Leave me out of the
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Steal. Catch steal.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by...
Damn, you threw that shit straight to me. You had nobody over there, Super.
Of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
All right.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Foles. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Did not see that happening with your fucking blitz.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now is to go back out on the field. A calming drive.
Nice fucking run.
Keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism.
Damn. First game trying to stream and they quit. What's up again, Super? You gonna play it this time, or you gonna quit again?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's a great response.
Nice
you give up the
pass.
first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, able to avoid him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Dolphins have got him. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah,
that was
amazing
unfortunate.
that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Foles. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 33 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Back to Taylor on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey,
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
13.
Now Foles. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Fucking nice.
And the Dolphins
nice.
are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They're going to look to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Room here to run. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
From the gun, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.